Part of Richmond Park is an institution of world renown. The Royal Ballet School hopes to inspire grace, poise and rigorous self-discipline. The 127 young students who study and live there follow an arduous but fulfilling daily routine to try to make their dreams come true. Maxwell Hutchinson had to be on his toes when he visited.
I've come to the very heart of Richmond Park to visit White Lodge, which is currently the home of the Royal Ballet's lower school. Well, when was the original house built?
Well, it was built in 1730, but in fact it had been planned a lot earlier than that. It had been planned in 1727 by George I. Unfortunately, he died before the building was completed, and it was really completed in late 1730. So George II, therefore, was the man who was the first monarch to reside here, or use it as a hunting lodge, because that's what it is. It was simply built as a hunting lodge and not a palace of any description.
What sort of school is it? Is it only ballet?
Well, yes, you only come here if you have pure balletic potential. There's no academic entrance exam.
So you can dance beautifully, can you?
Oh, I can dance absolutely beautifully, as you can see from my figure.
It seems a perfect marriage between building and function.
Oh, it certainly is. If it didn't exist, we'd have to create it.
The staff common room is the place where the Battle of Trafalgar was planned. Lord Sidmouth, who was then Prime Minister and lived in the house, invited Nelson to dinner. After a wonderful meal, Nelson laid out the map in front of the Prime Minister, dipped his finger into port, and planned the demise of the combined French and Spanish fleets. What sort of standard are they at when they arrive here?
Some students have extensive ballet knowledge before they come. They've had many classes a week, and some come with absolutely nothing. I've had a student who actually had 2 classes before he came. But what we look for is the young potential.
How often do they dance like they're doing today?
They dance like this every day of their lives here, Monday through to Saturday, during term time, and occasionally during the holidays.
I noticed the girls touching the statue of Dame Margot in the entrance hall. What's all that about?
They touch her middle finger of her left hand, and this is part and parcel of the history and tradition of being at White Lodge. The young dancers believe it brings them good fortune.
Do you find that the dance class is really hard physical work?
Yeah. Yes, it is. But you have to build yourself up to it.
You all look so angelic. Do you ever get up to naughty things?
No. Of course not.
Well, you're always very well behaved, are you?
Of course.
This is the only 18th century ornament left in the house. In this room, the Duke of Teck went mad. It's now the headmaster's study. This is a truly beautiful place, and clearly a world centre of excellence. I've only been here for 1 day, and just look what I've learned. How's that?
Pretty cool, pretty cool. If you want to know more about the places featured in the Max Files and you have access to the internet, give the London